hearty social event coming up here in the village, and I want to welcome to our program Remy Ataya and Jenny Squires from Memorial Care Saddleback Medical Center. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks so much for having us. Appreciate it.
So we have this event coming up. Tell us a little bit about the background on it. Well, you guys do events here in the community all the time, but what's this one? Why are we focusing on heart health here?
Yeah, so in February, of course, it's Heart Health Awareness Month in general. Of course,
it's on my calendar.
And we've got our February for Valentine's Day as well, so we really wanted to center on heart health. Like you said, we do a lot of events here in the village. We partner with the Thrive Group, which is very prominent here in Laguna Woods Village, and they're a great group, really focused on socializing, getting people out from their homes into the community, making new connections. So we try to bring that social aspect while also bringing a little bit of health education. And we figured this month is the perfect month to bring a little bit of heart health education. It's something everybody can benefit from. And we have a great guest speaker that's going to be joining us.
I was going to say, Jenny's our expert heart health person, a nurse educator.
Yes.
And so at the age of some seniors in the community, how important is it to, and can you really kind of have a heart healthy kind of change in your lifestyle?
Oh, sure, yeah, absolutely. I think anybody can, and certainly for the elder folks, that yes, absolutely. I think just focusing on, eating correctly, being physically active, socializing is very important, which is kind of why we're kind of doing this event as well. But I think being aware of preventing, being educated on preventing, detecting heart disease is really important. So
now, does somebody what are some of the symptoms? Like, I just feel tired. I'm more tired than I used to be. Or are there things that you kind of go, okay, those are little indicators to me that say we might have an issue with something going on with someone's heart?
Sure. I mean, there could be certain shortness of breath. I mean, there's the classic, when you say heart disease doesn't just mean someone who's having potentially a heart attack, right? There's lots of different types of heart disease. And so I think symptom-wise, it kind of depends on the situation, but shortness of breath, things like chest pain obviously would be an indicator, but so it's one of those things where you have to really just kind of identify and let your physician know.
It's not that stereotypical thing that they see in the movies where the guy, I don't know which arm they grab, and they go, oh, I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah, I mean, that's classic, right? Obviously, there's those classic signs, but there's some kind of underlying, there's some subtle signs too.
And Remy, why is it so important for you guys to be in this community, kind of have this relationship with Laguna Woods and Saddleback?
I think it's so important because really we're here to be your neighbors and to be helping each other out. And like she said, heart health in general is not just about eating healthy and staying active. Of course it is mainly about that, but it's also about staying connected. So getting people from the community to know each other and to have that sense of community and be aware of those underlying signs and be one with each other in that sense. So having that sense of community is really helpful.
And as an educator, a nurse educator, what are some of the things you start with folks who you're saying, okay, we're gonna get you more heart healthy? What are some of the stepping points, step one, step two kind of thing?
Well, I mean, I think it's just awareness. Awareness is very important, and being aware of your body and you, and if making sure you get checkups regularly, and if you have underlying conditions that put you at higher risk for heart disease, those are really important to identify. So I think eating healthy, making sure you're managing your blood pressure, your blood sugar, if you have high cholesterol, that you're making sure you're taking your medications and evaluating and keeping up on those things is very important.
Are there markers that you can track when you first see a patient and that they're with, hey, we're seeing progress in A, B, and C categories?
As far as
your heart health, maybe your cholesterol, but I mean, are you measuring those things as maybe? And I'm not talking about for this event.
No. Yes, yeah.
But as that goes along, if you're seeing someone, can you say, "Hey, we've got you on this heart healthy diet, heart healthy exercise plan, and here are the things we're going to be looking for down the line to see improvement, to see if we're making progress."
Sure. I mean, there's lab tests that they do. There's EKG tests that they do, stress testing, and things like that sort of keep you on target to make sure that those things, the treatments that they're doing for you, are working.
Now, There we go.
Yeah.
And Remy, tell us a little bit about the event itself. What are we people get there? Where are they gonna see? Sometimes it's an ice cream social.
That's coming up, actually. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's going to happen in summer. So we haven't forgot about that. We had a lot of great success with the ice
February
cream
ice
social
cream,
last
I
time. We're going to save that one, but we've got a lot of great things happening for this event. So it's going to be on February 26th, which is going to be this coming Wednesday from 2 to 3 at the Clubhouse 7. And we're going to have little charcuterie boards with some chocolate-covered strawberries for everybody, get in the mood for February. And really, it's also about socializing, too, along with the healthcare education. So we're going to have an icebreaker game that one of our Thrive board members, Cindy, put together. And we're going to have a photo booth there as well. So we're going to have a nice big photo booth opportunity where everyone will be able to go see their photos on the website. So a lot of opportunities to interact, socialize, hang out. And, heart health is not just about education, but also, there's more ways to benefit your heart. Laugh and socialize and have fun.
Absolutely.
And that'll be a good, fun event for us.
Now, it's also important, like if you can get a group that you're going to do this together, does that help support when you talk about support and getting people educated on this kind of thing?
Sure,
like if you're, hey, I want to do a walking group and those kinds of things, that kind of you support each other along the way.
Yep, and that's the social aspect of it, right? But also the side benefit is that you are improving your health, right?
And you're getting out and about doing those kinds of things.
Yeah.
How important is activity in terms of heart health? I know, hey, diet's an important thing, but also just like, cardio and doing those walks and getting up and out, right?
And just moving, just moving. I mean, even if it's just walking, doing a lap somewhere, right? It's not just, you don't have to have necessarily the high cardio, get your heart rate up, but it's just actively moving.
What do you love about interacting with folks and educating folks in the community about these kinds of things?
I think we recently had done an event in Laguna Woods probably about 4 months ago, and it was hands-only CPR, and it was I did that talk there for Saddleback, came and supported Laguna Woods for that. And it's interesting that being an educator and being a cardiac nurse, a lot, but you have to make sure you're teaching it or saying it in a way that people understand. And it was impressive to me to see that people really were afraid of it. And so for me, it's more about making them feel comfortable with how they operate and doing things and being, taking care of their body and their health. Yeah.
I think that's such a great point that she brought up, that maybe some people could be afraid of it at first. So, bringing people together in a community event that's not scary and really meant to make people smile and leave with new friends and have something very exciting for them. It relieves the tension of having to learn about something as serious as heart health and learning it in a fun environment.
Yeah, and that's that whole kind of getting over that barrier of like, I'm afraid to talk about it, or I'm afraid to address it, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And that's really the main kind of purpose of our partnership with Memorial Care Saddleback and Thrive, is really bringing bridging those two together.
How important is it to keep these community relationships kind of alive and going over the years?
Very important, because I think these relationships are what contribute to our community benefit. Really, my role in general is strictly for community benefit. So bringing these sort of resources out to communities like Laguna Woods Village is so important, because people need to know their resources ahead of time, not just when they need them. It's better to be proactive than reactive. So having people educated on these ahead of time is really, really what we're going for.
What's it like for you to come out to these things and meet these people and maybe see some return visitors and that kind of thing, kind of like build, like you say, that community relationship?
It's so fun. It really is. It's so fun to be able to see people that I've maybe talked to on the phone multiple times and seeing them in person, or seeing them at events that I've had before and seeing them return to the events. It really does bring that sense of community, and it makes everybody smile. There's no frowny faces in that whole entire room. Everyone's excited to be there. Everyone's there to, meet new people, and bringing that sense of community together has been very, very rewarding.
And maybe take something away from it too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the social part, but also have maybe just a little bit of tidbit of information that'll.
Yeah. Now, if somebody's like, they're looking like, hey, I don't exercise, I don't do all this stuff, you're gonna make me run a 5K. I mean, where do you meet people at in terms of that concern? Like, no, hey, just walk around the block.
Right. Yeah, I think that's important to say. You don't have to be way over here. You can be somewhere in the middle or somewhere over here. Like I said before, it's just moving as far as the activity side. But there's other parts of heart health too, right? And I think one of the things that I'll touch on in my discussion is I think we forget about how important sleep is. And sleep is important for everybody. And so I think I'm going to touch a little bit on that and the importance of sleep and how routine is really important, and it's really important to your cardiovascular health.
Right, that downtime is important. It can't be all the time, but it has to be a good sleep. I'm down for taking more sleep. If you tell me you can write me a prescription for that,
I know.
I'm definitely down for that. All right, so we're gonna see you guys out there on the Wednesday, on the 26th out there. What time does it start? What time are we finishing up?
We are starting at 2 p.m., finishing up at 3 p.m.
Oh, gotta get there quick.
Gotta get there quick. It'll be a quick one, but it's a lot of fun. It's jam-packed with events, so please be there right at 2. We'll start promptly at 2:15. And yeah, we're very much looking forward to it.
All right, fantastic. And it won't be the last time we see you.
Absolutely not.
Looking ahead to the Ice Cream Social already.
Absolutely.
All right, Jenny and Remy, thank you guys so much
Thanks
for
for
joining
having
us.
us.
Thanks
and
so much.
look forward to see you guys out there on Wednesday.
Looking
Sounds
forward
good.
to it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, you're watching This Day. Laguna Woods Art Association is coming up next.